Hi, I'm Stuart Scanlon.
And I'm Mark Donovan, and this is the Bad Screenplays podcast.
Me and Mark used to write comedy screenplays and TV shows. Unfortunately, we didn't get anywhere.
So we've decided to pick through and review other people's efforts to see where we went wrong and have a laugh along the way.
Yep, in each episode, I'll send Mark a script. He sends one to me, and we read them out totally unseen.
Send your screenplays to us at badscreenplayspodcast@gmail.com.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Stu. How's it going?
Yeah, it's all right. The new year got off to the start that I had thought it might, but hoped it wouldn't.
How's that?
We just went to bed.
Oh, you're right.
At 10 o'clock, and and had a nice dinner, bottle of wine, went to bed, and then both of us woke up at 2 minutes past 12. The first thing we say is, "Oh, for fuck's sake, what assholes letting off fireworks!"
Yeah.
And the whole street was bang, 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 woo, and we just that was it. So the first words uttered in the new year were, just
fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I woke up to exactly the same scenario. I went to bed quite early, couldn't be bothered. I didn't even have a drink. The first time I've ever not had a drink on New Year's Eve, because I've just drank every other day. So I thought, okay, I might make a change. I woke up to fireworks, my dogs absolutely crapping themselves and my baby crying, and I was like, fucking hell, who's letting off fireworks? But it sounded like, don't mean to be insensitive, it sounded like the middle of a war zone. It sounded like I was in the middle of fucking Syria or something.
Really?
It was horrendous. You can cut that bit if you want, but
why? No, that's what it sounds like.
It was horrific. Yeah, I mean, you would probably know what Syria sounds like far more than I would, Stu. But
sounds like that, but lots of bangs.
Yeah. Of course. Like I was crazy, and then settled everyone down. I went back to bed, and then the next day I woke up and just saw loads of dud and dead and spent rockets strewn all up and down the street.
Were they right outside your house?
There was, because I live in a Victorian terrace, so all the houses are fairly close together, and so it seemed like every single house within a couple of miles was setting off fireworks from their back.
They probably arranged it on the street WhatsApp group.
Yeah, I'm not part of that. I'm so glad I don't live in one of them streets where they all have a dance and they all do nice, really healthy things in the street. I'm so glad I don't live in one of them streets.
Yeah, right. I bet you weren't out clapping, were you?
Do you know what? I was. I was clapping for the NHS.
Yeah, of course.
So, right. We teased something in the last episode that I don't think we're going to be able to make good on, Stu. Should we just do a bit of housekeeping before we crack on?
Yeah, we better. There was this script we found called Power Battles.
It was really good.
It's so good. It's so good. It's perfect for this. In fact, that's probably one of the reasons we decided to give this a good go.
Yeah,
we got it early on. It was just like, oh my god.
Well, we recorded a trailer episode because me and Stu never done podcast before, and so we did a test episode. And that was one of the scripts, Power Battles. We didn't release it because it was a test. We didn't really know what we were doing. We were figuring out the equipment and stuff like that. I had a couple of issues. So we've never released it. It's just there.
We struck gold with the first one. So this Power Battle script, I dig around and I find there's a 2 and a 3.
Yep.
And we were like, oh, there's a trilogy. Yes. So we get it in our heads that we're going to hit all 3 of these back to back. But on going back to find the scripts, they've gone. Mm-hmm. And a little digging, and I don't know if this is right, but potentially it's in pre-production.
We think that these things are getting made. And now bear in mind, if you've listened to a couple of episodes of this thing, they're easily they're easily as bad as anything that we've read out so far, if not worse. And they might actually be in production.
Which I suppose, how sad it is we don't get to do this, but we get to reap the dividends of actually watching this.
We do.
So I think it's more likely because I found the production whatever on IMDb, and there's a a host of other scripts that they've done, that they've turned into movies. And you can see the artwork and the picture and behind the scenes and how they filmed it. And it looks exactly like you think it would.
Yeah.
So
is it Junito Productions or something? This company. I mean, where are they getting the money from? It's got to be like a front or a laundering for like some cartel or something, hasn't it? Like,
I would have. It's very, very possible. Yeah, yeah.
And they've asked one of the kids to see, has any people in your class written a script? And I go, oh yeah, like Gene's written a script. Yeah, that's sound
great.
Green lit.
50 million euro. What? Yeah.
So we're not allowed to do that one anymore, unfortunately.
Sorry about that, but we're always on the lookout for the next Power Battles.
We are indeed, and maybe if Power Battles hits the big screen. I mean, I can't see it happening, really. God knows what's happened.
Well, we have got 2 pretty decent scripts for you today.
Oh, yes.
Mark has sent me, I think I'm first this week. I keep every week we go, I should really have a list so we know exactly. But I think I'm first this week. And Mark sent me a script that I opened up just before we started. And the title alone... Bigfoot in Love. Bigfoot in Love. I just know why you went for it. Your little face when you saw that. You were like, oh.
Just clapping me hands dead quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I don't even have to open it.
I haven't even read it. I just saw the title and sent you.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I'm going to read it. So why don't we get stuck in to Bigfoot in Love by... no author. Hold on. Is it at the end? No author. Okay. Fade in. External. The woods. Bluff Creek, California. Monday. Day. There was a lot there. An ordinary suburban house in the middle of nowhere. The mailbox reads Woods. Internal Woods house. Kitchen. Alan Woods, better known as Bigfoot.
What's called Alan?
Of course he is. Oh, Al. He's reading a tabloid. Daily Star, I would imagine.
I wonder if he was a mail reader. Bigfoot. If Alan Woods is a...
Alan, the Bigfoot mail reader, yeah. Coming over here. The cover story reads... exclusive details on Bigfoot's costly divorce. Ooh. Bigfoot is a 40-year-old, large, hairy ape man. Almost 7 foot. Wow. Speaking of feet, his are enormous.
Okay.
24 by 8 foot. What does that mean?
24. Is that American sizes?
24 by 8 feet.
24 what?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, all right, they're big. He wears glasses. He's neurotic. I didn't see that for Bigfoot.
I thought he was quite chilled, the way he's been depicted.
Right? Just chewing on a squirrel. Bigfoot's father, Harold, in his 60s, reads the newspaper. Harold is equally large and hairy, except for his receding hairline. They're covered in hair.
So wait a minute. So Harold's whole body's covered in hair, but he can't escape male pattern baldness.
Right?
I feel Harold's pain.
It's creeping.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man. He has a strong Archie Bunker personality. I have no idea what that means.
Completely lost on me, that one.
Bigfoot's mother, Marge, 60s, eats a bowl of cereal. She's surprisingly large, hairy, and ape-like for a woman. She's a fucking Bigfoot.
She's a fucking Bigfoot. A little while ago, poor Nikki has lost her voice totally. And I thought it was the funniest thing in the world because she sounded like Marge Simpson. And every time she spoke, she was like, "Could you just pass me something from the kitchen?" And I couldn't stop laughing. Anyway, it was quite
Did you
great.
get her to do a good few Marge quotes?
She wouldn't, wouldn't go along with it.
My favourite one, it's a stupid one. It's when Homer's. I think it's one of the Halloween ones, Treehouse of Horror.
I always enjoy those.
Oh, so good. And he keeps like bouncing around to different universes and like realities, and then he gets to one and he's sitting in the kitchen or something, and he says, I want a donut, and they're like, oh, what? And he's like, and he just leaves that reality as quickly as possible.
Oh,
Just when he's gone, Marge goes, it's raining again, and looks out, it's raining donuts. It was like his perfect reality.
That's great. That's brilliant.
Bigfoot. Talking about the paper. Divorced? I wish I were that lucky. Harold takes a drink of coffee.
He's lucky too. Okay.
Harold. Look at you, Alan. You're probably his eyes looking over his glasses, over his paper.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Look
Feet
at
on
you.
a little stool.
Yeah, little still. Look at you, Alan. You're 40 years old and you've never been on a date in your life. Are you sure you're not? Marge cuts him off. Marge. Harold. Harold. You dirty old man. Trying to see that now. Bigfoot. Dad, I'm not gay, if that's what you're thinking. I've just, never found the right woman. Life's too short, son.
I think Harold's reading the mail.
I think he is. Yeah. You're not one of them, are you, Alan?
Oh, fuck it up.
Yeah.
He's a bad lad, Harold.
Oh, dear. Come on, Harold. Get woke. Bigfoot. You know what, Dad? I'll prove it to you. I'm going to put a singles ad in the paper.
Go on, Alan. You do it, Alan.
Yeah, you do it, Alan. What? Single white Bigfoot seeking a single white female? Good luck with that, says Harold.
Isn't that like a slasher film, single white female?
Seeking single white Bigfoot. Single white female? Yeah, I think it is.
It's like someone imitate another person and just goes on a rampage or something.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
I've not seen it. Sounds good, though. External. Amy's house. Ooh, who's Amy? Wednesday. 2 days later. So he's had time to get it in the paper and the paper's come out. A suburban house in an average suburban neighborhood. Amy's house. Kitchen. Amy, 36, and pretty. Eats cereal and toast. Oh, she's a hungry girl. She has gorgeous long brown hair.
I think Alan needs to set the sights elsewhere.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's cast his hook. Let's see who bites.
I think he needs to look in the animal kingdom myself. Quadrupedal, preferably.
Walks back in with a moose. Oh, Alan. She reads the newspaper. Amy, single white male seeking a single white female. I'm 40 years old and I've never been kissed. Never gotten a girl in my life. I admit I'm a bit scruffy looking. I hope this won't be a problem. Well, this seems to woo Amy. She smiles and giggles.
That's exactly what she's looking for. Some scruffy 40-year-old virgin.
Giggling at the paper.
She's laughing at the way.
You're laughing at Drizzle. She's got a hand over her mouth. Like Go-Go from Kill Bill. Internal. Wood's house. Living room. Saturday night. Marge fixes up Bigfoot's fancy Armani suit.
Okay.
While Harold just stands there smoking his pipe.
I mean, where are they getting an Armani suit? Like, what size is that?
Yeah, the Woods store. I know. XXXXXXL.
He must be like, what, 7 feet odd? Oh, yeah, I've got an interesting fact for you about Bigfoot.
Oh,
Do you know
some facts?
Do you remember Harry and the Hendersons?
Oh my god, that was the best.
Do you know the guy who played Harry and the Hendersons?
The Bigfoot?
The Bigfoot.
Him?
He was also Predator. Same guy, same actor.
No way.
Yeah. Yes way.
Oh my god. What a CV.
I know, exactly. It's just some guy who's like 7'2" or 7'3".
Yes.
I'll have to grab his name now. And he played Harry in the film and all the episodes of the TV show, and then Predator 1 and Predator 2. How cool is that?
I didn't realise Predator was tall.
I didn't realise, because of the... you don't see him stood next to Warney or anything, do you?
No, I know there's that scene where he's kind of like right in his face, or he's leaning over him when he... Do you remember, he was covered in mud, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Because of the heat signature or something. And I remember they get real close at one point. But there's no sort of sense of scale.
And, they could just fake that stuff anyway, couldn't they? Just have him like a sort of a depth thing, or have him standing on a box. His name's Kevin Peter Hall.
Nice.
Credited as Predator in Predator. What a credit. I'm the Predator.
I know, right?
Imagine if you switched them round, if you had like Harry Henderson in Predator and he was hunting them down, and then you put Predator in a suburban house with like John Lithgow and some white family.
Get out of here. We
I
don't
think
love you anymore.
the first episode of Harry and Henderson will last about 10 seconds. As was Predator.
Shredded, as was Predator. That Gatling gun.
Just gets cut in half by Jesse Ventura.
Shredded. Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh my god, Kevin Peter Hall. I'm looking. Yeah, it's awesome. He's a big guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Shit. Oh, very good. Oh, this is a first Harry and the Hendersons fact. Wait, Harry and the Hendersons. There was the movie, but wasn't there the series?
Yeah, I think the cast was largely the same. I think.
Okay.
He was in it anyway.
I feel like I should watch that again.
I know. That ridiculous animatronic face that just made him gain, and his eyebrows go a bit weird up and down.
Yeah, he could do like 3 things, couldn't he?
Yeah.
And you could hear...
Yeah. Just looked like he was apologising all the time with his eyebrows, didn't he? Like...
Marge fixes up Bigfoot's fancy suit while Harold stands there smoking his pipe. How do I look, Mom? Marge smiles and starts crying. She nods. Dad? About damn time. I can't believe this is your first date, dear, says Marge. Is she pretty? Well, it's a blind date, Mum. Oh, I bet she's a looker. 1 in a million, just like your mother, says Harold. Sending their kid off to battle here.
No, totally unprepared.
Right. Whoa, it's almost 7. Right, bye, Mum. Bye, Dad. Harold stops in front of him. He nods. He opens his arms to hug him. Oh, that's the fatherly affection he was looking for.
Yep.
Go get her, son, says Harold. He sheds a tear, and Bigfoot exits. Bigfoot then says, thanks, Dad.
He just through the window. Thanks, Dad.
I can't hear you. Like, open the... Okay, thanks, Dad. There we go. Well, he's on his way to the Bridges restaurant.
He's climbing over the top of the parapet without a weapon.
Yes. He's popped his head up. Mm. External Bridges restaurant. Amy arrives. Oh, there's Amy. Inside Bridges restaurant. Bigfoot's table. Bigfoot sits at the table. What does that look like?
I know.
He's just got his legs poking out the other side.
Just hunched.
Yeah. Amy looks around the room. The waiter follows close behind. Waiter. Your table, madame? The waiter sits Amy down at Bigfoot's table. Amy pauses. She gulps. Amy?
Says big Bigfoot. Eyebrows going up and down like crazy. Robotic face.
Amy lets out a blood-curdling scream. Other patrons react.
So, wait there. The patrons didn't spot Bigfoot by themselves?
No. This giant Bigfoot sitting at a table on his own in the middle of the restaurant.
Oh, yeah. Man. I saw it. I was watching videos when I sent you this. I just was Googling Bigfoot. And I come across this fantastic Bigfoot prank. It was really good.
What?
It's basically someone's starting the first day in like an outdoor like a camping shop. So it's like Cotswolds or like Snow and Rock or something, whatever. One of those like sort of places. Yeah. And they got like a tent section. And they've got a mock-up of Bigfoot with like a marshmallow on a stick and like a fake fire.
I love it already.
And so like the guy showing around, he goes, so this is where we keep the such and such, and that's where we keep the tent. And you can see like the people who like who's for the first day in the job looking, and he goes, oh, this is our Bigfoot section. What we like to do is on your first day, grab one of these water bottles, stand over here, and you have to throw it at Bigfoot. And if you hit him on the head with the bottle first time, then you're gonna have a good day. And we all do it. And so they're like, oh yeah, and they throw a couple of times and then they miss. And obviously when it hits Bigfoot, he just jumps to his feet and runs at the person, and he's absolutely cacked themselves. It's so funny. I love that
shit.
It's really good.
That's great.
It's a really good suit as well. It's dead, and the people are genuine because they're like throwing it and like they're distracted by the fact that they're trying to hit the thing on the head. Oh, it's great.
It turns and looks at them. Oh shit! Oh, that's great. I love that. I've got to look. Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, have a look. It's good.
All right, well, I'll do it later. Amy lets out a blood-curdling scream. No, Amy, it's me, Alan. She starts to calm down. Amy, wait, I'm dating Bigfoot? Bigfoot, Bigfoot, sheepishly nods his head. Amy goes hysterical again. What in the hell? Who's my next date? The Loch Ness Monster? The Chupacabra? Waiter? The Yeti?
Waiter's getting involved.
He is, yeah.
Okay, now.
Amy stares at the waiter and then back at Bigfoot. She clears her throat. Excuse me. She runs to the woman's restroom. Amy looks at herself in the mirror. How did I get myself into this mess? I can't do it. He's not my date. One of the toilets flushes. A woman walks up to Amy and washes her hands. Excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear. What, that I'm dating Bigfoot?
She didn't even mention Bigfoot?
No, she didn't.
Or maybe the woman sort of realistically thought, what the fucking hell is Bigfoot doing in the restaurant?
And then she heard a blood-curdling scream, put two and two together.
Yeah.
There's a woman giving herself a pep talk in the bathroom. I think you should give this guy a chance, said the woman. I had a date once where the guy wasn't who I expected, but I said to myself, the show must go on. Amy thinks for a moment. You know, you're right. The show must go on. Thank you, Mom.
That's not good advice. I think if a woman goes on a blind date and her instincts are telling her that she should go home, I think she should probably leave.
Every inch of her soul is saying, this is bad. I don't want to be doing this.
Don't like sort of be valiant or whatever. Fucking hell.
The woman who came over to say she should carry on, that wasn't Bigfoot's mom wearing a dress, was it?
Just fooled Amy.
Hold on, just topping up the Hefeweizen here.
Oh, nice.
Paulana. Lovely.
Oh, lovely drop.
I got a big mixed box for Christmas.
Oh, man. It's a delicious drop, that, isn't it? It's so good. I love the complexion of it.
Oh, it's so good, isn't it? Weiss beers used to kill me, but now something's changed.
Yeah.
Only one, though.
I love them.
Right. You know, you're right. The show must go on. Thank you, Mom. Your mom. What's that from?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Nah, you're going to leave me hanging.
Thank you, your mom. Bigfoot's table.
I don't know what it's of.
Bigfoot buries his face in his hands. Bigfoot. I blew it. What'll Dad say? I told you so? Now I'll never get a date. Amy returns. Alan? I know, says Bigfoot. Look, I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. Bigfoot raises his head up and puts his hands down. You what? Amy clears her throat. And takes a deep breath. You mind if I call you Bigfoot? You're not the only one.
That must be offensive, surely, mustn't it? That must be on a par with like a regional, like a national stereotype or something.
What do you mean?
Like someone saying to like a British guy, "Do you mind if I call you Limey?" You'd be like, "No, you fucking can't."
Oh right, like if a monkey was called Steve and you say, "Hey Steve, you mind if I call you Monkey?"
Yeah, exactly.
Elephant, yeah, right. Bigfoot, you're not the only one. The waiter appears. You two love birds, are ready to order. What goes great with burgundy? Asks Bigfoot. Well, steak, sir. Bigfoot nods his head.
He's a wine connoisseur, okay.
I know, right?
He's pairing food to his wine as opposed to wine to his food, though. I think he's getting a bit mixed up.
He's already drinking a bottle of burgundy. He's already drunk 3 bottles of burgundy.
Maybe he's gone to the restaurant, he's plucked up the courage. In his mind, his date's fucked off, so he's just getting on it. Do you know what? Fair play to Alan.
Yeah, good. Yeah, right. What else can you do? You've gone all that way. You might as well have a nice dinner.
Yeah.
Steak, sir. Bigfoot nods his head. Well, I'll have the same. The waiter takes their menus. Excellent choices. The waiter leaves. So, Bigfoot perks up. Tell me a little about yourself. Well, I'm a big outdoorsman. And I like hanging out in the woods, in the nude. But I guess you knew that, right? Bigfoot and Amy share a laugh. Is he naked in the rest? Oh, he's wearing a suit. I'm sorry. But don't believe everything you read. I'm quite civilized. You know, I'm an avid reader. I sometimes golf. I don't hibernate in the winter. I only hibernate till noon.
I mean, you know, some golf courses only started letting women on up until recently. I don't imagine they're going to take kindly to Alan, even if he does wear a nice suit.
I don't think they'd have a choice. If Bigfoot decides he wants to come play around,
yeah.
You going to tell him no?
Just get out the way.
No cameras.
Just like a 700-yard drive, booming it down the fairway. Like.
Bigfoot laughs heartily and he snorts. I'm sorry. You've got a cute snort. Wait, you think so? Amy stares at the feet that gave Bigfoot his famous moniker. What size shoes do you wear? Bigger than Shaq. External, Bridges Restaurant. Amy opens up her car door. Thank you for this wonderful evening, Bigfoot. Bigfoot grins. He rubs his big foot on the ground.
Just says like...
Yeah, it's just gravel. Ah, shucks. Amy accidentally steps on Bigfoot's big foot as she gets in. Bigfoot grabs his foot. I'm sorry. Oh, don't worry, it happens a lot, says Bigfoot. Bigfoot and Amy laugh lightly. Bigfoot lets go of his foot. Thank you. This is what got it for me. The ending is always the best. Hold on. Bigfoot. Thank you, Amy, for everything. Amy. I love you. Amy closes the door. Bigfoot backs away. Amy drives off. Bigfoot smiles. We should do it again. The end.
Oh, man. I think Amy might have been a little bit lonely herself.
We went from blood-curdling scream, crippling doubts, pep talk, and then she's smitten.
She's confessing love. I think she went a bit too early, you know. I think she fired too soon.
Right.
And, you know, what you might call it?
That's fucking brilliant.
I haven't watched too many of those, like, Will Ferrell films, like, Anchorman and stuff like that. I'm not massively familiar, but I did watch the first, I think it's the first Anchorman.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where I think it's Paul Rudd's wearing this, like, special aftershave that he's got hidden in, like, a...
Sex Panther.
And I swear to God, some of the descriptions of how bad it smells, I was crying, laughing, and then someone shouts across the office and goes, "Oh, it smells like Bigfoot's dick."
That's right.
Bigfoot's dick.
I think most of that was ad-libbed.
Oh, it has to be, because it was so many random, like, strange sort of, like, statements. So
it smells like Bigfoot's dick.
So Amy's in for a treat.
Sex Panther. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Oh man, that's funny.
Very good. No, it was great. Good choice. The title alone, Bigfoot in Love, and then that ending where Amy just like, okay, thanks, bye. I love you. Mwah. Gold.
Bigfoot don't know what he's done. Cruising a lonely heart's column. Amy's desperate for romance. Fall in love with a giant monkey man. This is how it feels to be lonely. This is how it feels to be small. This is how it feels when Bigfoot makes you fall.
And I've been sent one by yourself, which equally has a title which jumped right out at me.
Well, again, the title was a big draw for me.
Yep.
And then the ending was pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Everything in between. I hope you've got your accent voice available. Although I'm not expecting you to do it every time.
Okay. I'm interested in this one now. The title instantly hit me in the face. I can see why you picked it. 3 Nazis in a Foxhole by Joshua Bushman. Okay, I'm nursing a slight cold myself at the minute. It's just a basic run-of-the-mill Christmas cold, so you'll have to bear with me. Got
COVID, sure.
Yeah. Okay, external, somewhere in Germany. 1945, night. As gunfire and explosions are going off in the background, 2 Nazi buddies, Jean and Claude, are smoking cigarettes and taking drinks out of a flask while laying in a foxhole. The good friends are having quite the laugh. Then their good friend Howie comes to join them, and all their laughter. Howie gives them a Hitler salute. Heil der fellas, spelled H-I-L-E.
Nice.
John and Claude see the Howies coming to join them, and they both stand to return the salute. Heil der Howie! They jump in the foxhole together. Howie: so, what are you guys talking about which caused that great laughter? Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm sorry, it's written with the accent.
Okay.
But not a great one, so.
Reminds me when I bought Trainspot and I tried to read that and realised that it was written in Scottish dialect.
In pure Glaswegian, yeah.
Pure Glaswegian. It's not an easy read. Let's see if this is much better. Wait. Don't tell me it was the chocolate factory with the Willy Wonka, yeah? John, no, the Howie. Claude was doing the impression of the French persons. Howie starts clapping with great excitement. A quick clap.
Like you when you found Bigfoot in Love.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I want to see this. Do it for me, to Claude. I'm doing a very loose German accent, by the way.
You know what they do as well? The author's putting in da, like where you wouldn't have it. Like, we should go to da shop would be fine, but hey, da Howie. You would say, hey Howie, the Howie. I don't know.
The Howie. John, your mother wants to see this. Oh! Sick burn. Claude and John high-five each other. Because they just pulled a fast one on Howie. Howie: oh, that John. You got me good with that, you clever little puppy. John: yeah, I did. Claude, do your impression. Claude. All right. Claude is taking a moment to get into character. Oh, look at me. I'm the French person with the croissants and the wine. Everybody, we think the Germans are going to attack us from this way. So we cement our guns in that direction, yeah? When in fact, the Germans are going to attack us from the other direction. Then we're going to be in the pooper and we all still are going to take a shower after the fact.
Oh, God.
Howie, wow, that was a good one, yeah. John, that's what I said. John and Claude high-five each other once again. Howie, oh, the John. You are hilarious. You should be on the stage with, like, the stand-up comedian with the microphone and the laughter. Oh, my God. No idea where I'm going with this accent. So, how were your days? Claude, mine was Nazi-rific.
Right. That's horrific. I can't decide whether this is, like, hair lip from the League of Gentlemen.
Oh, right.
Or
yeah,
if it's...
I think so, you know.
like Benny Hill. Or some old, like, the two Ronnies or something. I can't place it.
It just seems to me a lot like hair lip. Now you mention it, you know, definitely like...
You have something special. Do you have any German in you?
No.
Do you want some?
Mine too. Oh, Howie, I almost forgot to ask you, how was your first day with Da Hitler? I'm being incredibly offensive and I'm being over the top on purpose. So let me off. Go easy. Oh yeah, please tell us. Howie. Well, let me you two. I woke early today, so I can make it on time to the wolf's lair. I get there, and the first thing I had to do was give the Hitler a bubble bath. He loves the bubbles. Also, I didn't know this, but he's got that really nice body. From the lights and the candles, his peck look more like the mountains of Austria, and his ab look like the hills. John and Claude are amazed by this tale. John and Claude, the wow. The wow. Howie very Claude feels very compelled to do another impression. No, Claude, please don't. No, don't. Hey, would you like to see an impression of the British Howie, I'm a little bit hoarse at the minute, like. I feel like I could do it. I feel like I could do a Werner Herzog impression better about these three friends in the Foxhole. Oh God!
That'd make it worse.
It would make it a lot worse, wouldn't it? Yeah, I would love to. Claude gets in character again. Here we go.
I think we want to hear from Tommy Wiseau again.
Shit. Okay, now that'll be strong suit. Claude, oh, look at me. I'm the British person with the fish and the chips. Oh, look at us. We're having our bottoms served to us by the Germans. America help us even when you do... America help us even when you do, we still don't brush our teeth. Okay. John, that was a good one. You sounded just like the British persons. Howie, yeah, you did. You should be the actor with the caviar, then complain about everything political, as if everybody will listen to your opinion, and it will change their minds. John, so, did you and the Hitler do anything else today? Howie, oh, I forgot. After the bubble bath, the Hitler likes to do a good rub down.
You forgot?
Forgot about giving Hitler a rub down.
Rub down.
He was whispering things in my ear, like... He liked for his bum to be pounded. Okay. So I rubbed as hard as I could, and he made quite the moan. Or like a sort of massage, pounded his bum.
Maybe.
Oh, man. Okay. This is definitely going along with like the cartoony, sort of silly version of Nazis that you get nowadays.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
You're playing like you're run-of-the-mill shoot 'em up. And then you go into like the multiplayer options, and you've got a Nazi zombie version.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, what? Nazi zombies just are like funny now, and it's just popular culture.
Right. Yeah. What's the two worst things that could happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Zombies and Nazis.
Zombies and Nazis. John, your face made quite a moan. Yeah. John and Claude are about to high five, but Howie interrupts. Yeah, it did. John and Claude take their hands out from the sky and slowly place them in their pockets. Claude decides to break the silence with one of his candid impressions. Claude, oh look at me. I'm one of those American persons with the hamburgers and the French fries and the sodas. Oh look, it's so wonderful until 50 years later when everyone will be obese and we blame it on our metabolism. Deep cut. Howie.
I know, right?
Oh, the Claude, you're so uber cool, just like the Hitler. Howie begins to cry. Oh, why is he crying? John, what's wrong to Howie? Claude, yeah, what is it? Howie, it's just the Hitler is such a magical man of mystery. Enough to make him cry.
Did you ever see that shit a year or so ago? It was like Hitler's doctor. There was some documentary on Hitler's doctor, his personal physician or something, and they went through the records and they deduced that Hitler was on like this pure cocktail of uppers and downers.
I've read about that.
Yeah, like they figured something. They figured some stuff out. Like he was doing like crystal meth in the morning, and then that got him all worked up. So give him some opium at lunchtime, bring him down, then he'd get him all riled up again for the like. Yeah, the man was just. It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. Apparently, like in his later days, he had really bad shakes, and people thought it was because he was a monster, I don't know. But and it was just deteriorating health, but apparently it was due to all these drugs that he was on.
Really?
Insane
like
amount of drugs.
And injected
everything.
In and heroin, yeah. I think the Nazis invented like crystal meth, didn't they?
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they basically just tested absolutely everything, didn't they? I was going to go on a tangent then and talk about something slightly more serious about that time in history, but I've got to read the rest of the script, so I'm just going to leave it there. I don't think I should say something actual real and then read the rest of this script.
I think you should.
No.
No.
Howie's crying because Hitler's such a magical man of mystery. He's so hard on the surface, like a rock, getting a beating from the waves of Normandy. But on the inside, he's the squishiness of a gummy bear. On the outside, in the heat, he's squishy like a gummy bear on the inside, in the outside, in the heat. Okay. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
While the little girl's licking the lollipop, and their family is getting a bratwurst and a sauerkraut.
Oh my god.
Sure. Did you ever read that? It was quite famous thing doing the rounds online a few years ago about the vegetarian versions of gummy bears and the Amazon reviews of them.
No. Why? What did they?
Oh man, I need to find it now. Basically, they released these gummy bears. People buying them on Amazon and reviewing them, and the reviews are absolutely fantastic because they weren't properly tested, or there was something wrong with them, and it gave people explosive, violent diarrhea.
Oh, I know. It was they were sugar free.
Yes, sugar free. That's the
one.
They
weren't vegan, veggie. They were. Yeah, you know, it's like that. The sugar free stuff. That I forget the name of the thing. It's not xylitol or something.
I know. They put it in Coke Zero and stuff like that.
They put it in Coke Zero.
Aspartame, is it?
Aspartame. Maybe there's something else though. I don't think aspartame's diarrhea causing, but there's something that is like they have in like Tic Tacs, or not Tic Tacs. They have sugar. There's something else. I don't know. But I remember with mints, like sugar-free mints.
Oh, right.
That used to be a thing as well. If you had too many of them, they'd clean you out. Like just.
Well, I think they must have obviously loaded, like, put a high percentage in these gummy bears of that, whatever this stuff is, to compensate for the lack of sugar. And it's one of the reviews. What came out of me felt like someone tried to funnel Niagara Falls through a coffee straw. I swear, my sphincters were screaming. It felt like my delicate starfish was a gaping maw projectile vomiting a torrential flood of toxic waste, 100% liquid flammable napalm. And every review there's hundreds of them.
I've just happened to see another one. Be sure also to buy a tub of OxyClean with this to get the blood and diarrhea stains out of your underwear, clothes, furniture, pets, loved ones, and ceiling fans.
Oh my God. Maybe people should eat these in order to poo a big ass spider.
Hey!
Clear the path. That's a callback.
Callback.
And someone else, oh my God, everything previously written on this, thinking about is true. It's all true. Don't eat more than... Don't eat more than 15 in a sitting unless you're trying to power wash your intestines.
Okay, so my brain now goes, I need to find the YouTube video of the bros
Yes.
eating a bag of these things.
Yeah.
And then what happens? Because, hey guys.
And then high speed scrubbing up of 60 minutes past and then see the outcome.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, no.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
But ordering a bag of sugar-free gummy bears.
Oh man, you could put them on someone's desk at work in a jar.
Post-Christmas sweets that
If
are left
you knew,
over.
if you knew someone who just ate sweets all the time, I know someone in the office who does that.
Oh man, no, I don't think you should. I mean, if you read through some of them reviews and see how bad it actually is, fucking hell, horrific. Anyway, so Howie's a little bit awestruck and tearful and making strange metaphors when describing Hitler. John, what are you trying to tell us, da Howie? Howie, after a bubble bath and a massage, I was trying to calm down my excitement. But then, Howie can't finish the sentence. I hope he doesn't finish the sentence, to be fair. He begins to cry even more. Claude, just let it out to Howie. John, yeah, it's okay. You're right. Well, the Hitler wants to show me his underwear collection. And he had a new invention called the thong. He put it on, and all there was a little string separating his firm hiney. And the swastika was the only thing covering his uber bulge. Okay, I can't stop thinking about it. Does that make me homosexual? John, no, that does not. As long as you only think those thoughts about the Hitler, you are not a gay person. Howie, yeah? Claude, yeah.
Agreed.
John, very yeah. So, you turn that banana frown upside down and turn it to the hot fudge sundae with the sprinkles, the whipped cream, and the hard nuts. Howie, you're right. I love the Hitler. I'm not afraid to say it. Hey, Claude, can you do an impression of the Russians? Please don't do it, Claude. Claude. Oh, look at me. I'm the Russians in the cold weather and the chess and Suddenly, there are sounds of airplanes heading towards the three Nazis as they look up into the sky. John. Oh no, here come the enemy planes. John, Claude and Howie. There's a huge explosion. And the three Nazi friends are killed instantly. The end.
Very good.
End.
So consider that my retort to the that theatre one.
Okay, really? Is that payback? Okay, that's what we're doing now. All right. Okay.
No.
I'll be saving you a verbal version of sugar-free gummy bears to spill out of your mouth in the next one.
Oh God. Oh no, that was funny.
That was funny, man.
It was stupid, but it was funny.
It's very silly, very funny, and extremely relevant for what we're doing.
Right.
Good choice, man.
One man in a cozy foxhole, two men sitting either side. Do
might do another one with Trump supporters.
Oh yeah, bloody hell. White supremacists, like
Proud Boys.
Oh my god!
Have you heard of the Proud Boys? Right?
I don't think I want to know. I really don't think I want to know.
No, they're like this supremacist group in the States. Who, I mean, they're like hardcore supremacist group, and they're the ones who Trump was asked about the debates. You know, this group, they've said they support you and will you condemn what they've said? And he didn't say no. He said, you know, I tell them to stand back and stand by. He almost saying like, hold on, I'm coming for you.
These are my guys.
These are my guys. But the internet's response to that was, okay, let's hashtag as much gay stuff as we can with hashtag Proud Boys.
Oh yeah.
So
because presumably they're all just horrendously xenophobic, homophobic, and everything phobic.
Check.
Yeah.
So now there's like two new husbands hugging outside the courthouse, and it's like hashtag Proud Boy. So this Proud Boy movement was just like, oh god.
They're taking the name away from them, basically.
Yeah, taking it back.
No way. Fucking hell, man. The thing about those guys, it's like they don't actually have an argument, do they? There's no argument. Because the thing that they try and usually stand on is, this is our country, we were here first. And you go, no, you weren't. You weren't there first.
Right? Zoom out.
You're white, you're European. You know, some people were there first, but it wasn't you.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, first isn't always. What the fuck is first anyway? Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's so stupid, isn't it?
It's ridiculous. But yeah, thanks for that, Stu.
You're very, very welcome. As I search YouTube for sugar-free Haribos.
That's how you're going to spend the rest of your evening.
Oh, there it is. 2 pound of Haribo sugarless gummy bear challenge.
Oh, challenge. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, man. And on that note.
So, yeah, just a quick apology. We teased something and we've cleared it up. I just apologise again for the fact that we teased the trilogy. However, if we come across anything with sequels, I think that could be a fun way to go. And we might even, I think we've still got hold of the Power Battles first script. We might even do a first reading again. We'll see how we get on. As long as we keep finding scripts like the ones we just read out, I think we're happy to just carry on regardless.
Keep checking along, absolutely. Yeah, we better do the Power Battles first script before we get a cease and desist from Janito Films after it comes out.
Janito Productions pictures. But thanks very much. Give us a like, subscribe to the show, tell one of your mates. That'll be terrific.
And if you or someone else has got a script, send it to us. We're on Twitter.
Yes, we are on Twitter. We are at Bad Screenplays.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm going to dig through the emails and have a troll online and find another one for next time, Stu. Can't wait.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking comedy next time.
I think I might go for a horror.
All right. Nice. Cool. All right. See you next time.
See you, Stu. Bye.
Bye.